Hey boozers, how you guys doing? It is a fun, exciting time here, and why is that? Well, I snuck out a little bit. I actually had to work tonight, and then I stopped by the Calgary Beerfest, and I kind of wanted to stop by and say hello to some of my friends out there. So, hi, how you doing? But I'm here to talk more about the Calgary Beer Fest and what it meant to me, and how I found it. You'll have to excuse the eye. I have this damn thing that keeps popping up. No, it's nothing bad. It's not pink eye. It's nothing else like that. Pretty much, I have a blood vessel that pops every now and then, and yeah, I know. Too much information, right? You haven't had enough to drink. Neither have I. So, let's have a beer and we'll discuss everything else here. Tonight's beer is from 4 Mile Brewing. It is their brown ale. It actually just recently came into Calgary, Alberta. And yeah, 4 Mile is out of Victoria and it's going damn well. So yeah, it comes in at 5.3%. And this bodacious nozzle of coffee, chocolate, and dark secrets, dripping caramel, saturated in a malty mocha lusciousness, down a pint before the gallows. A fable accomplice for beef stew, bacon gorgonzola, risotto, or an entire roll of peanut butter cookie dough. I'd probably go with the cookie dough. All right, let's pop her open and see how she is, shall we? And you think after being at a beer fest, I wouldn't want to drink more, or I would probably not want to drink more. But, you know, it's late at night. It's a weekend. I don't have to work tomorrow. Do you? So what the hell, eh? Let's go and do this. Smell. That's not bad. It smells like an ale. Sorry, I have some watermarks on this damn thing. Yeah, that probably really hurt your ears. My bad. Yeah, it doesn't smell that bad. Doesn't smell that bad at all. You do get a maltiness with it, and brown ale. I expect this kind of maltiness out of sort of like a not an ale, but more of a pilsner or a stout. Get a little touch of hops. Small chocolate background. It's actually making me excited for this beer. Cheers, folks. Here's to whatever we can celebrate right now. We'll see you on the other side. Wow. I can't call this an ale. The chocolate and maltiness, I really can't call this an ale. I would actually pretty much dive into saying this is a pilsner over a brown ale. Yeah, the roasted malts is good. There's a little bit of a vanilla finish on it too, which is just unique in its own way, but you do have sort of like a coffee aftertaste on this. Not bad, not bad. I actually would suggest going out and picking this up, but don't expect an ale. Expect more of a pilsner style. Pilsner's almost a stout. That's actually good. I like that. So we're here to discuss the 2016 Craft Beer Festival. This was put on by the Alberta Beer Festivals, and they do events in Calgary and Edmonton and also in Banff now. This is the start of the season, so we're the first initial one. You go up to Edmonton afterwards. In October, we hit back here for the Oktoberfest, then back up at Edmonton for their Oktoberfest. Then in November, we get into the Banff one as well in late November. This one is my 4th year going. And I have to say, these guys might want to watch out for these things. I just noticed something. And unfortunately, my other one broke. But if they have the blue VIP badges for tomorrow, it's the same one as last year's. And there's no years on these. So someone could walk in going, I'm a VIP, and not have to pay for it. Might want to watch out for that. A little bit of a security issue there. Not gonna lie, that was kind of a faux pas, because yeah, again, nothing on there in the way of a year. They should really put years on there. And they should put years on their cups, because I collect these suckers and I like to see the years on them. I got a couple with the years on them, and then afterwards they just show the Beerfest. So maybe if you have a chance, and I don't know if you're reusing stock or not, throw some years on there. That's just a minor complaint. Well, I guess suggestion, not a complaint. However, for now, I went in there and I knew what I wanted to find out. I knew where I wanted to go. I knew who I wanted to see. And I actually saw some more that I really didn't think I would see. I'll be posting pictures on my Facebook page, excuse me, tomorrow. I've got to get them off my phone because there's a few pictures I took. I was there at the end of the night, so it was actually a good night. So from what I did, I went to a few places. So I actually stopped off at one of my favorite places. These guys have been wonderful. First place I went to was the boys over at Iceberg, the Iceberg Float. Now, previous years they've been giving these buckets, and you buy these buckets of the slush. You throw them in the freezer, you put them in your beer and everything else. This year, they've got this wonderful little package, and it's not, and I'm going out of focus. All right, that's my eyes. And it's not basically not something you would normally see. So they've actually downsized their slushes to make it more presentable. And I will be doing a review on this one because I think this is a marvelous idea. You drop the bucket and you get this more easier, compact stuff. So over the summer, you can throw this into your freezer, take it down to the beach or wherever in your cooler, and you get to enjoy this. Still at 6.8%. They actually now distill their own stuff. So they bought a distillery. They're doing their own product. They're making it. Last year, they were pretty much getting everything all going faster and better and harder. And now they're doing things where they're now pimping this out more, doing more beer fests and stuff. They were there last year. They're there again this year. And they were busy as hell. People love this stuff, and I don't blame them. In all honesty, it is a very novel idea. And if you guys go down there tomorrow, check these guys out. They don't do a craft beer with this per se. They just do a standard beer, but they're more about the product than about the beer. So give us a try and see what you say. There's a few people that enjoy it. There's a few people that don't. But yeah, you put them in your beer. You put them in anything else. Put them as a topper for ice cream or anything else like that. There's a lot of things you can do with ice cream and alcohol. I've learned this, and I'm okay with this. I also went and talked to the good buddies over at Palmato Moonshine. I did a review a few years ago, and these guys actually have expanded. So last year they were talking about doing mixtures. So they're going to do cocktail mixes with the moonshine. They actually now have a strawberry moonshine as well, and they make margaritas with it. Yes, strawberry moonshine margaritas. You heard correctly on that one. They've actually dropped the alcohol percentage down to 22% on their flavored moonshine, and it's still up there at 57% for their other moonshine. And so it's pretty much a very big thing that they got going on. It's actually quite unique to see, and I'm glad they're doing it. Overall, if you have a chance, their stand is absolutely awesome. I looked over and went, ooh, whose stand is that? It sticks out. They got wood on there, they've got character, they've got everything else. And then I find out it's my boys at Palmetto. Awesome. So those guys have got a great stand going. They've got a great system. Check them out. It's a little bit more for their stand and whatnot, but It's a higher alcohol. It's about 4 tokens for their stuff, but they give you about a shot for it, and it's worth it. It really is. 22% will get you a good start at the Beerfest there. From there, I went wandering around, and I saw a couple of new things that are new to Calgary and actually new overall. Let's see. I'm sort of looking through the cards here. Okay, there's the untapped beer importers. Well, I've got to talk to those guys. Premium importers. So there's a bunch of importers that were in there, and they've got some good stuff coming in. Like, these guys are all smaller venues than, say, 49th Parallel. So I'm just getting this all sorted out. And Mammoth Beard, oh yeah, there was a beard company. Okay, these guys actually have it where they have products for your beard. And it's Canada's finest handcraft beard care products. They've got beeswax, they've got a few other things. I know a few of my friends who have good beards that probably be interested in this. So I'd actually say check them out. I'll put the link in down below. I'll put the link for a lot of these guys down below, but as I said, I've got pictures as well, and I'll be putting on my Facebook page. If you guys don't know what it is, it's boozereviews.ca. Go check it out. You know, the usual pimping. So yeah, a beard place that was in the place. Okay, done deal. From there, I have checked out a couple of new places. Now, granted, I only had an hour to run around and do things, so I had to do this quickly. So I kind of went and checked out a few of the new guys. One of which was Desiree Importers. Now, they're bringing in a beer from Vancouver called Deep Cove. I've not seen this beer in Calgary yet. There's probably in Edmonton, and apparently they're in a few pubs and bars. But I had the Luminescent Chocolate Coconut Porter. This is actually quite comparable to some of the other chocolate porters out there. It's not as strong as, say, the Death by Coconut by Oscar Blues, but it's up there. This is actually a decent beer. And these guys, I do believe, are out of Vancouver. I've got to do more research on these guys. But yeah, Deep Cove, new one coming out of BC that I actually recommend checking out just because. It was a small little importer place that was beside another importer that actually had category 12 and a few other things. I was kind of rushing through things, as I said, going by memory here. And if you drink a lot, your memory's not so good, but you try. Yeah, honestly, if you get a chance to find Deep Cove, give that a shot. Check out what it is. It was a little watery, but you had the coconut in there. You had the chocolate afternotes, and it was actually a decent porter. I quite enjoyed this one, and I really want to find this so I can do a proper review of this beer. So there's also another brewery that was there that didn't have product there because they missed the deadline, but they still had a stand. And actually, they were doing something really awesome. That would be Goat Locker. I was informed about Goat Locker from one of my friends, and I've kind of been following them. I noticed that they're starting to can their stuff, and they're starting to distribute it a bit. However, these guys couldn't get their product in because they missed the deadline at the Beerfest. But they did have something smart. They said, hey, come by, talk to us, let us know about your product. But at the same point in time, we also have a little box where you can throw your tokens into, like these beer tokens, the sample tokens, or throw some money in there and it goes into the Alberta Red Cross, or it goes towards the fire fund for Fort Mac, which obviously is still going on, which was a great idea. I threw $5 in, so hopefully it gets to the right spot. I'm all about these charities. I really am. New charity coming out Monday. Yes, that's my segue. So, yes, Goat Locker is a new one out of Calgary. I want to try the product. They only have one beer out right now, and it actually looks decent. Now, if I remember correctly, it's an IPA. but it's one of the ones that's coming out. So I'll probably do a review if I get some product from them or if I find some product and go from there. Now, these guys, oh my God, I have never heard of these guys, and I possibly have been following them on Twitter, but Branded Peak. Now, these guys are out of Calgary, and they're just out of South Calgary here, and I do believe I am following them. But I got to try a couple of their beers, and holy crap, seriously, holy crap, amazing. These beers are actually going to go far. I can see them going far. Let me just pull up what beer I tried. Bear with me here, I'm sorry. And again, I'm really sorry for this eye, guys. I hate the way it looks, but the show must go on. So from Peak, or Banded Peak, I tried the, I want to say Baines Breaker, and it is a hopped wheat ale, unfiltered. And it's got some good notes in there. Like the wheat is outstanding. The IPA or the hops in there is really good. And I love unfiltered beers, and this is a really good unfiltered beer. And I'll be able to show it to you, but that's what it looks like. That is what the beer can looks like. And they come in 1 liter cans. I mean, that's pretty damn good. I also tried their Summit Series IPA. And it was smooth, it was delicious, and it was quite delightful. I was impressed. It actually had a good crisp taste to it. And these guys, as I said, don't take any crap. They brew what they want to and what they think that a lot of people would really enjoy. Good on them. Honestly, good on them. So those guys are there, and yeah. Oh, and Deep Cove, I'll just show this to you here. That's what their bottle looks like. Honestly, it's pretty cool. The Luminous Chocolate Porter, and that's what their stand looks like. So if you're going to the Beerfest tomorrow, check out that stand and see what they say. Give them a little bit of a shout out, give them some love. I also, that's right, the one I went to was, there's also Untapped Imports. I have to ask you guys, and someone may be able to answer, someone may not be able to. But seriously, why do you name yourselves importers after stuff like Untapped app, where it's a beer thing? Parallel 49, I think you guys have been around here before. 49th Parallel, a little bit of a mix-up. The importers, it's if you know what to look for, you know. Oh, I'm in trouble here. Cheddar and you weren't invited. Yes, a pale session ale. Sorry, I'm reading over the comments here. I see your comments. It's okay. I see them here. So there we go. There we go. See now. Thank you guys. Yes, it's a 1 liter crowler, and I'm sorry. Yes, Goat Locker, I think, is the pale session ale. And so, yes, improv chatter. Sorry, guys. But yeah, so those guys at Goat Locker, I want to try their stuff. Really awesome, really great. But yes, Untapped, Untapped guys, they had some good stuff. I actually tried one of their beers there from somebody, and I've got a cat trying to get in. Oh, crap. I really got to learn how to take pictures better. So it was Double Mountain or Trouble Mountain, one of the two, as a vaporizer pale ale. And actually that was quite good. That was on tap. And it's hard to see the list there. It That's the list that they had of all the beers. Category 12 was there. Yeah, Double Mountain, sorry. Scuttlebutt. They had 2 from Scuttlebutt, 2 from Category 12, 2 from Double Mountain. So they had a few things there. And it was actually some good stuff there. But then I tried the Vaporizer Pale Ale. Really good beer. What else did I have? Holy mackerel. I was going for a runaround of things. Four Winds. I had the new Four Winds. Guys, if you see this beer come in, it's actually at the craft beer market. It's the Four Winds Berliner Weiss. And it was 3 tokens, $3. But that's what the beer, okay, it's hard, of course. That's what the beer looked like. It was actually really good, unfiltered, and really nice. Like, I really enjoyed it. And my damn cat is not leaving the door alone. Grr, I thought I left her alone. What else did I have? Oh yeah, I had Trolley. So a new brewery out of Calgary again. It's Trolley, and it was their Derailed Pale Ale. Gee, does this seem like there's a pattern going on here? So the Trolley Brewing, and it was actually really good. Another one, like these guys are coming up with some very interesting things. It was a standard pale ale. It didn't really stand out. It was really good, but it was a standard one. Something I really liked. I also went to find another place. Oh, and by the way, if you're going to the Beerfest tomorrow, get there quickly. If you're gonna have any Tofino stuff, get there quickly. At the end of the night, they were sold out. These guys were selling out of there. Their Kelp Stout, they're selling out their Hop Cretin. But yeah, it was selling quickly. They only had the blonde ale left, and they only had a little bit of it left too, and that was about 8 o'clock at night. And yeah, the Iceberg Float, this is their stand there. And these guys are really awesome. Always give them the time of day. Now, I also went somewhere else. Yes. I also went to Fuggles and Warlock. Like I jumped around from place to place, and I tried their Raiden Black Rye IPA. I like it. I actually like it. It's a good dark IPA. Again, if you find it, definitely go check it out. Definitely a good beer to go see. From there, I also went and tried the new brewery, and if I can remember their name, I want to say Cold something. Damn it. So many places, so little time. Let's see. It was Cold Garden. It's a new brewery out of Calgary again. Another one. Born on April 28th. These guys made it in there, and they made it into the Beerfest. And these guys actually have a few things on tap. I tried their Raspberry Blonde. Now, their Raspberry Blonde is pretty damn good. I actually enjoyed it. It was a little watery, and it was only at it says 4.8%, 21 ABVs, and it was actually a decent beer. They had an IPA and they had a pale ale there as well, but I kind of wanted something a little bit different. No, they didn't, or did they have? No, they didn't have that one there. And I want to try that one. And when I get to BC in June, I will be trying it. And they actually, like, these guys were in the middle of just somewhere, but they actually had a good stand. If you find these guys, try them out, because they're actually an up-and-coming brewery. I think these guys could do really well as well. Yeah, these guys are actually, I wanted to find them because they're brand new. And it was actually one of the ones that I really wanted to see. So as you saw, I was running around, and yes, I started off with the moonshine, and there is the Palmado moonshine, and it is the strawberry one. New labeling for them by looks of things, and 22% alcohol by volume, 44 proof, so they have dropped it down a little bit. But this one was actually had a little bit of a sweet taste with the bitter moonshine back notes, and it was really good. And by the way, I'm going to scare the shit out of you guys. Fucking Boxer. Fuck. They have a series for hard sodas. Not kidding. Grape, hard cream soda, hard black cherry, hard root beer, hard blueberry. Fucking Boxer. And one of the owners was there. I didn't kick him in the nuts, but he was there. Oh, I'm sorry. I am not a fan of Boxer, and this is an insult to fucking craft beer. Just my opinion. Sorry, guys. I walked by there and I was like, no, this can't be right. No, I've got the root beer. This can't be right. And yes, it's right. Damn it. It's right. So yes, there's that. Where else was I? What else did I try? I think I tried some other things and I can't remember what it was. Didn't try any of Dandy as I wanted to, but didn't have enough time. I wanted to try the Fall Timber, couldn't. I'm pretty much, I guess that's all I really did have. The guys at Banded Peak, great guys, honestly, really they are. Yes, 4 tickets for garbage, absolute fucking garbage. I told, okay, I have to mention this. Okay, so in the comments here, you may not be able to see them because I can't get these comments on the things afterwards. But Boxer was also 4 tickets for a 4-ounce thing of garbage. Okay, let me put this into perspective for you folks. They are ripping the fuck out of you, and there was a lineup. I'm sorry, I'm going to be ranting. I really am. There was a lineup, and the thing is, that Boxer root beer, 6 bottles for $10. 4-ounce shot glass for $4. 6 bottles for $10. You do the math here, folks. They are totally ripping you off. And it is. It's absolute shit. If you don't believe me, watch my review of the hard root beers. 2 of them were great. The other one was Boxer. All I'm going to say about that. That and it's shit. But yeah, I saw the owner. I wanted to go up to him and ask him why the fuck is he making such shitty products? And then I looked at the lineup, and that's probably the answer he would have given me because people don't quite know better. Granted, I had one person there that were looking at the Boxer, and I said, don't go near it. Don't go near it. And they're like, why? Is it shit? I'm like, it might be. I was like, is it dog shit? I'm like, no, it's worse. It's rhino shit. You know, the rhino shit it's hippo shit, where the hippo gets out of the water, spreads his shit all over the place, and that's the type of shit that Boxer is. It's shit everywhere. So, sorry. I found that rather amusing. I just did. It is the Worst thing ever. It really is. And like I said, saw the owner, wanted to kick him in the nuts, but I didn't. I was nice enough because they're there to promote their product, and I was there to deter people from going to their products. Um, that's one I didn't try, and I kind of wanted to try, and I think, yes, Village, the Holy Grail. I have to look for this and I have to find it. If anyone knows what this is like, let me know. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, the best out of all of them was Peak, was Banded Peak. I actually really like their stuff. And it's it's actually really good. If you find these guys, I know that one of the guys was sitting there and he's saying that he's tried it, and I now from what I can tell in the chat, you said you liked it, maybe. I'll find out in 30 seconds when it goes through. But yeah, next up, I actually got talking with some guys, and I'm probably gonna do something in November if I can get the time. I do have my kids, so I may not be able to. I might be looking at joining up to Be a Hero and doing this. Yes, I am going to be doing more crap like this. It's Extra Life, so what it is playing video games for 24 hours, raising money, and everything else like that. I've got a plan of attack, and I might actually try and go for it if I get to go ahead through my family. It would be nice to see, and I wouldn't mind doing it. I wouldn't mind doing it at all. So I'm going to try and see what I can do. Extra Life is actually a good thing. Apparently Red Deer's got the most for their stuff. I wouldn't mind beating Red Deer, and they've given me a goal to do. So it's offhand, this isn't a bad thing to go to. I really like the Beerfest. It's always been a favorite of mine. Yes. See, someone else does Extra Life, and it is awesome. I've seen people do it. I want to do it myself. I really do. Speaking of which, segue. Monday, I will be coming out and doing a video, and I will be explaining something that I will have a my own personal thing going on. I will be doing a donation drive for a family in Victoria, BC. Shitty part about this is Fort Mac is on fire, and there's a lot of donations going to Fort Mac, and it's piss poor timing, but I promised this family I would be doing it. I'll give you a little bit of a background. I've been very secretive about this. The father I've known for many, many years. We gamed together quite a bit on Counter-Strike, on Call of Duty. We admin together. We were owners together for a while on the Canadian Shire is the clan that we went with. And I will do Extra Life. I will do Extra Life if I get the go ahead. Again, have to talk to the wife. It is a day after my birthday. Yeah, day after my birthday, so I may not be sober enough to do it, but I might. We'll see. But about this family, so the drive I've got going on for the month of May is with the family. And I'm going to be coming out with another video with this, but just to give a heads up, know the father, daughter's going through a tough time, so tough that the family is going to need a little extra help. These guys, I was going to do some fundraising for them to help them out because the daughter's she's going through her second battle of cancer right now. She had brain cancer, she beat it, then they found some more stuff, and now she's back again. And unfortunately, it's not going to turn out so good for her. I will explain more in detail in a very personal video, but that's something I'm going to be doing soon. So there's that. As well, if you go to the Calgary Beerfest, do it, and do not hesitate. Get one. Get one of these things. Seriously, $20. $20 for this shirt. And I was told $10, but I've also heard $5 go towards Fort Mac. They go towards the people at Fort Mac to help for their stuff. Totally worth it right there. Right here is worth it. If you find it, get this. I'll be wearing this in a different review, obviously. More review shirts, yay! Honestly, guys, I really like the Beerfest. I was talking to one guy over in Vancouver, and he actually, I told him the cost of the tickets. He didn't like it. He really didn't like the fact that it's between 2 and 4 tickets per venue, so between $2 and $4 per 4-ounce shot of beer. Now, I understand why and I understand how. This Beerfest is huge. It is on their 7th year. So I'm really enjoying this beer. It is on their 7th year. At least I think it's their 7th year. I don't know. It's a few years into it. And they're doing really well. Like they've come a long way. When I first went, it was in a crowded room and it felt like you were in a bar. 4 years later, they've got 2 areas, 500 different beers going on there, 100 different breweries, food trucks, food venues, musicians, everything else. It's a big thing. And it's down on the Stampede grounds, which is not cheap, absolutely not cheap to rent this out. So to do a 2-day event, I can understand why it costs $2 to $4 per sample. Yes, it could be expensive. Yes, it is expensive, but it's worth it. $25 a ticket gets you in, and if you had a code, which I've been pimping out for the longest period of time, and you may have missed out on, you get a savings on it. There was a lot to see down there. Absolutely a lot, and I only had an hour and a half to do it. I really wish I had more time, and I kind of snuck down there and I kind of jumped in there, but I decided that it was a good thing to do because I actually do miss going down there. I got some great people to talk to. I got some great beers I get to try. I got some great reviews coming up because of this stuff. I want to try and find more of the branded Banded Peak, branded, could be brand, Banded Peak, and I will be doing those. Those actually is something I wouldn't mind finding more about. Goat Locker, want to find more about. And the other ones too, like these new breweries, they've just popped up, and that's what I wanted to see. I really wish, like I said, had more time to go see some of the other guys, but what I got to see was a lot. I didn't get a chance to do the casks, and I watched them roll out the casks for the next day, which kind of sucked, but not much I can do. I won't be going to it tomorrow night, unfortunately. I have family commitments that I do have to attend to. If I don't, my balls will be used as bookends. So for the people that are going, please go check it out. Enjoy it. Check out the ones that are here. It's really worth it. I'm sure there'll be a few people that agree with me. There were some other guys there that was there from last year, year before, and everything else, like Iceberg. These guys, they've done a lot of good stuff, and you do have a couple of the typical ones. Lineups weren't bad last night, or tonight, I guess. They're going to be horrible tomorrow because Saturday is usually the busier of the 2 days. So get there early, get your lineups, get your tickets, everything else going properly. There was a few people wandering around drunk, but that's what it is. It's a beer fest, so people are going to get drunk. It happens. It really does. But it's there, and people are having a good time. They're not freaking out all the time. So, but yeah, I will probably be doing Extra Life. I will probably be doing a lot of reviews, and come Monday, there will be a donation drive. And hopefully you guys don't mind, but I am going to pimp the shit out of it because it means a lot to me. So for now, folks, it is late. I'm going to finish this beer off, and I'm going to pass out. Literally, I want to say thank you for watching. For the people in chat, thank you for hanging out for a bit. That was awesome. Cheers. Stay frosty, and yeah, go check out the Beerfest. It's worth it. And if anyone wants, I got 4 spare tickets. That's 1 to 2 drinks, depending on what you do. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good night.